Now, welcome to another Meme Monday, which means I'll once again be responding to the memes hand-selected by Sailor Naboo that are either sent to her at the email address in the description below, or that are posted in the Discord server. And if my understanding is right, we have Kenobi spoilers in this.
Oh, yeah.
Some pretty big ones, I'm
All
assuming?
of it.
All of it.
All of the memes are Kenobi spoilers.
Okay, so if you don't want anything spoiled, you know what to do. Click away, come back after you've seen through the 5th episode. Because obviously this is Monday before, so yeah.
Yes.
Me watching Disney Plus on Wednesdays. Kenobi, you disappoint me. Oh. Yeah, it hasn't been as good as maybe we had hoped for. Even
so many
Dooku,
episodes.
even Dooku knows this could have been maybe a little bit better.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's good. Good stuff to start out. All right, next. When you realize Thor Skywalker predicted what the final episode of Kenobi would be about, the dark side of the Force is... Yes, it is. I'm pretty good with predictions. If I do pat myself on the back...
No, you do that enough already.
I do, don't I? I did. I predicted the Rey Nobody, which they had retcon on me and make her a Palpatine just to spite me, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
No, I think they had no idea that I predicted that or cared about any of it, but I still give myself...
they didn't care.
No, they didn't. They clearly didn't care. Clearly they are...
Ryan Johnson thought everyone's Snoke theory sucked. He really liked your theory.
He's like, all those Snoke theories out there suck, but... Did I just say thuck?
Yep.
Okay, well, they all thuck, except for that one, that Rey theory by Thor. Yeah, we're going to go with that. All right, that's totally what happened. Next. Fans, I have concerns. From Consume. He did come back. He did. We all knew he had that's part of the problem. There was either two. Once he gets stabbed, there's two options. Either A, Lucasfilm doesn't care about continuity, which is bad.
And they pull out another Powtoon.
Yeah, there's enough. There's always two.
They find out that there's a cloning facility just Grand Inquisitors.
I had theories there were 3 or 4 of them out there, and they just crank them out, and there was triplets. Why not at this point?
Just everywhere at once.
there's too many of them. But anyway, there was either A, the possibility that they didn't care about canon, which is a possibility, or B, he didn't die and would be the 15th character to come back from a stab wound with a lightsaber.
All right.
And
I think we figured that out.
Yep. So there you go. So that was the problem with that. There's only 2 possibilities. Both of them are bad.
Yes.
Next. Plot leak for next episode of Kenobi. Leia has been kidnapped again. Can you save her, Bounty Hunter? Oh, I can bring her in warm. Or I can bring her in cold. What the? No. Hey, that's what happens when you go to Mando. But he's good with kids. But this is before he was good with kids.
Right.
And we always get these references to back in the day he wasn't such a nice guy. So maybe he kills Leia. That's what destroys the continuity. Maybe he's the one who hits her in the head like we've been... You've been predicting. I won't take that one from you. So if she bumps her head in Wednesday's episode and forgets everything... That's all you. Then you are the master of predictions.
Hooray!
And I am but the apprentice.
Hooray!
When I left you, I was but the learner.
I want credit when you make your big review video.
No, I won't mention you at all on that. I'll take total credit for that. I'm like, I gave her the idea, and you won't be there to defend it. All right, next. I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. I was just quoting this, wasn't I? I see the future. See, that's why my predictions... I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Sure, I chased you around Mapuso and you ran away like a coward. And I eventually caught up with you and curb stomped you to oblivion. But now I am the master. And then that's this meme. I want another one next week after we get... I want someone to continue this meme after Wednesday's episode where we get another meeting between them. That's the task. I like to give the task every week. That's this week's task. So after Wednesday... You
didn't give a task last week.
I didn't because
that's why,
it's not always the task.
Discord dad, Rick and Monty, figured out it was going to be Kenobi spoilers this week.
It's a good week for it, I think, going into the finale. But yeah, that's the challenge issued and hopefully challenge accepted out there. All right, next. When Kenobi Episode 5 isn't an episode of The Mandalorian. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one? You can almost go unwell. I mean, I would have taken a good Mando episode at that point.
No, Episode 5 was good.
as I've said, it's somehow the best and worst episode. Some ways it's really good, really enjoyable. Other ways it's like, oh goodness, I am what you made me. I could have sworn I made you a lot shorter. You're shorter than I expected, or taller than I expected, I should say.
You did make him a lot shorter. Cut him off at the knees.
Yes. Well, you're a lot older than you're supposed to look. See, it all makes sense now. They doing the Grievous Obi-Wan thing. One looks way too old, Obi-Wan, in the future, and one is taller than he should be. That's Vader. All right. Next, where is the Grand Inquisitor? Is he safe? Is he all right? It seems in my anger I healed him. Oh, okay, no problem. That was another kind of questionable thing, right? He's like, yeah, it's, I mean, I kind of think the Inquisitor is like, yeah, there's a little backstabbing and killing from time to time. And Vader just, like, that happens. That'll happen with Inquisitors.
Well, we know he's not good with kids.
What are you talking about? He knows how to keep them in line.
No.
You think any kid is ever going to question Vader?
Next.
I don't think so. You're as beautiful as the day I lost you. Yeah, it was nice. I mean, I know the deep faking and the could have looked a little young. I know, but it's like I said, there were moments in this past episode that are just it's cool. It's awesome. Like I know I talk about the spectacle and it's there has to be substance, but yes, it is cool to see things like this. And for some people this is their childhood Star Wars. It's not necessarily mine. I'm old school, too old, but no, I mean I think it's awesome to see these two guys on screen doing that again. Absolutely. All right, next. Why didn't you save us? Probably because I was on the other side of the blanking galaxy trying to end the blanking Clone Wars. Also, how the blank was I supposed to know the Jedi Order would be wiped out an hour later? Yeah? I mean...
He has a potty mouth, by the way. It took me a while to get all those little black boxes on there.
Oh, I was wondering if that came that way, or you...
No.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what you expected out of Obi-Wan. He was, he was on Utapau. He got shot at, too. His clone troopers turned on him.
Yeah, why are you blaming him?
I mean, I don't know that he realized that, exactly what was going on, or if it was his own clones. I mean, he kind of even asked, my clones turned on me. He didn't say, like, all the clones have turned on the Jedi, so he didn't know. Hashtag don't blame Kenobi. All right, next. Lord Vader said it's my turn on the Xbox. Sometimes it's the real.
Sometimes simple is best.
Simple is the best. Sometimes it just works.
He does. It looks like your kid brother.
Yeah, he's like, come on, it's my turn to play on the Xbox.
Lord Vader said I get to play on the Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm the Grand Inquisitor now.
I don't want the broken controller. Problem I had in the past, like, when the controller not being plugged in. We've discussed that one before. Sure, you can play with me, and you get the controller, and older siblings. Next, come on, do something. Poke her with this stick. Yeah, she's
my favorite Inquisitor in the bunch, and
she's background dressing. She has done literally nothing.
She did one cool thing.
She did?
Yeah, when she interjected those two arguing and bickering, she's like, "Let's just get the job done." She was like scolding petulant children.
Is that her only line so far?
Maybe.
Yep.
She may have said something some other time, but she doesn't like talk at all.
Yeah, she's shy. She's a new Inquisitor. She's getting she's getting used to it. Doesn't have a lot to say yet. Just wants to feel it all out before she
lets her action.
Starts doing her backstabbing and works her way up the ladder.
Just doing her thing.
Yeah. All right. Next, Hayden Christian, the 40-year-old Padawan.
Better late than never.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was rough. It was rough. He looked older than you. And no offense, Hayden. Not that you're patiently waiting for the next
like,
Monday.
Me Monday.
He's like, geez, you guys are late with Me Monday this week. Because I'm the 40-year-old Padawan running around not doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I was sitting here like hours ago, like literally.
Hours?
It was like at 1 o'clock. And I was like, hey, you ready to record the memes? And you're like, in a minute.
In a minute. I want to play my Xbox. I wasn't really playing Xbox.
No.
All right. Next, Uncle Owen's School of Burns. Point out that you're leaving her in a gutter, just like where she was found. Something about revenge being a great healer. For the...
Pièce de résistance.
Thank you. Call her Grand Inquisitor as you walk away. Oh, look at... Good, I didn't even see that at first.
Sassy Owen School of Burns.
Sassy Owen, and he looks halfway between thinking about it and halfway between like, kind of feel like I just got insulted. or doesn't know he's thinking, did I just get insulted? Or is that...
The whole time he was off screen, you know, quote unquote,
he was in the school.
He was actually at school trying to learn how he's got to do it, how it's got to go down.
He was at Uncle Owen's homeschooling, which was right on the Lars homestead. Never noticed Luke. Could have ended the whole thing right there.
Maybe he was an E student.
An E student?
Yeah, he's studying on the web, the hollow web.
Oh, the HoloNet?
Yeah.
Even in Star Wars, we got Zoom schooling going on. And see how it turns out for them. Not so good. Next. It's being raw. It is raw, yes. Oh, good old... We got a lot of Gordon Ramsay sneaks in there, doesn't he?
I love Gordon Ramsay sneaks. Yeah. They're good.
Yeah. I like the look on his face, too. Like, I screwed up again. I can never get this right. Never.
You gotta cook it, Kenobi.
Come on, Kenobi. It's a giant dead
I do like that Kenobi steals daily and nobody says a word.
I know, like right on the open. He waits for everybody else to go.
Well, his aren't like nice little square blocks anymore because he's like, let me cut a chunk off.
Yeah. Nobody says anything to him. All right, next. Do you know the key to hunting Jedi, friend? It is patience. Jedi cannot help what they are. Their compassion leaves a trail. So this is a Wendy's. Well, Jedi get hungry too.
Like, just place your order.
The key to hunting Jedi is they only eat at certain fast food restaurants. And Wendy's is one of them.
They like Wendy's.
They do like Wendy's. It's the fries. It's the fries at Wendy's.
They have good fries.
Yeah, I like Wendy's fries.
Don't talk about Wendy's anymore. Now
I know.
We haven't had lunch yet.
We haven't had... I know,
of course,
because I've been running around like a Padawan.
Yeah, the time this airs, it'll be
we'll be eating dinner somewhere.
Like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and they'll be like, they haven't had lunch?
They haven't even had lunch yet. But no, Wendy's is good. Not that we eat a lot of fast food, but it is good stuff. Where the fries are. All right, next. Are you my real father? I wish I could say I was. Your mom was smoking hot. So was your dad. The last time I saw him. Oh, God. He was, wasn't he? It took me a second. I'm like, wow, he really... Oh, he means literal.
Literally
smoking hot. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be an interesting story to tell. Like, yeah, your mom was hot. I was kind of into that. If my best friend wasn't into that, who was your father, who I left smoking on a lava beach.
Younger.
Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, even though they met 14 and 9 is a little, sure. We don't worry about that.
Getting older and dating your babysitter.
Oh, don't.
That is what that is. No, the little boy who's like, I love my babysitter. She's my girlfriend. And you grow up and you're like, I'm really dating her now.
She's an angel.
So weird. From the girl perspective, especially weird.
Well, it could be weird. Wouldn't it be even weirder the other way? I don't know. We always have that,
I don't know. I think for a kid to grow up and be dating their babysitter, they're like, well, I always loved him. It's fine. It's normal. But I think the other way, the babysitter's like, yeah, I changed your diapers, cleaned up your vomit. And this feels really awkward.
Next. What if I don't want to be a political leader? Well, that's why we put you through that electrical engineering course, so you'd have a trade to fall back on. So, that explains that plot hole.
That's not a plot hole. They were telling her what to look for. Look for the red one. Look for the red one. It
wasn't really a plot hole as much as it was... Okay, could you imagine going and then there's
like... rewire her droid to fix it. She just literally pulled something weird sticking out of it.
There was a restraining bolt, how she missed it before, but we'll ignore that. But you go in there and there's like a million wires and you're like, the red one! Like, oh, duh, the red one, yeah.
They told her what to look for. Maybe there was only red one.
Like, that was all just because you got nothing else to do with Leia in that episode. You wanted her
out
to
of
be doing something. You want her, yeah. That's the whole there. You just don't want her standing in the background the entire episode. So that's the whole.
What's Leia doing? Well, she's in a hole in the wall.
Exactly. She's just gonna stand here and be Leia. Now you wanted her to contribute, so I kind of forgive that. I understand that's just one of those things they do. Next, don't cry. It's just a scene. The scene. It was a good scene. It's kind of. It hammers the whole thing home, doesn't it?
Because Tamora Morrison wants to be in every project for Star Wars.
I'm fine with him being more clone. I hope he plays more clone troopers. Before this series started, there were rumors of like, oh, he's gonna be Cody. We're gonna see Rex. Everybody is gonna be in there. No, just a broken old clone trooper on the side of the road.
He was in Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He's in Book of Boba Fett, and now he's in Kenobi.
Was he in Book of Boba Fett? I don't remember.
I'm just saying, he's wormed his way into the live action.
When was Boba Fett in the Book of Boba Fett? I thought that was all Mandalorian.
Next.
Father, aren't you going to say hello? Hello.
I know. The disappointment was real.
Yes.
The writers know everyone wants him to say hello there. They know it.
Yes.
And
they're not... I mean, is that one of those things where they're like, oh, that's so on the nose that it's just, we want to ignore it and not be cheesy? Or is it one of those things they just don't realize somehow? Are they the only two, Deborah Chow and Joby Harold who wrote it, are they somehow the only two that don't realize that that's what everybody's waiting for? And they're the ones who really made it?
After Owen kills Reva, Luke will come running out of the hut and he'll see his dad saved him, and Ben will be standing and be like, hello there. Your dad saved me. And then he'll wander back off into the desert and be like, who's that? That's crazy old Ben.
That's crazy Ben. He's a crazy old wizard.
Crazy old wizard Ben. Ignore him.
But I mean, honestly, that was the perfect time, because it wouldn't have been, it just would have been a nice little treat for the fans. Not really, it wouldn't have come off too cheesy or anything, which I think is the fear of trying to put it in there somewhere.
We'll put every other piece of cheese in there.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Except the best cheese.
Plenty of cheese in there, but the sweetest cheese was left out. Next. Now tell Reva she's the Grand Inquisitor.
Right, Grand Inquisitor.
Oh, I love that they're all in the back. Yeah, it's all been a big plot. It's all been messing with Reva the whole time. She's like on Candid Camera. Yeah, like it's like Candid Camera or Impractical Jokers.
Yeah,
whatever.
The three guys have the challenge for the other guy.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what that is. Yeah.
Okay, they're telling him. I get. Yes. I was kind of thinking. I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know what you were thinking.
I was just thinking it was kind of like, they were just directing
Jokers. Him. Yeah. Tell Vader, hey, tell her this.
Tell her she's the Grand Inquisitor. Because she totally killed him. But not because I'm right here. Next. 10-year-old Leia outrunning fully grown men on Alderaan. What, that was strange?
I actually don't have too much problem with this.
The problem is...
When little kids run, they run full out like you would, like a professional sprinter would try and run. I'm not saying they're as fast, but an adult...
They're not as fast.
They're not as fast.
But
these bounty hunters, professional runners, parkourists?
Well, they should be able to run a little bit.
They rely on their guns chasing and their people. Hunting.
Well, sure, but I mean, the problem is if you watch the scene, you can literally see them like just intentionally looking slow and kind of clumsy, and I'm going to run into a tree branch. Oh, jeez. I'm a professional bounty hunter. Somebody hire me to find your, I don't know, something, because I can barely capture a 10-year-old girl running through a barely forest.
Why don't they just have stun guns?
They do. That's the funny. I mean, yeah.
Be like, boo, stun.
Yeah, just right away, stun her. Be done. That way you don't have to go running looking like an idiot.
And kill that poor Alderaan soldier.
Yeah, poor guy. All right, next. Like you trained his father? Hopefully that's the only burn I get this week. No, you're going to get some literal burns. You're going to spend time in the Bacta, but not have a flashback to. They waited till after. They didn't go with the flashback to trope.
It was kind of during. He was having flashes.
Throughout the whole episode, though.
Yeah, I'm on there.
All right. Yeah, next. Check out my new Game Boy Advance. Isn't it beautiful? How long have you been in that cave?
Oh, he's a little behind, huh?
Yeah, Game Boy Advance, yeah.
I should be pulling out his Switch.
Pull out the Switch, yeah. Switch is good.
He even missed the 3DSs.
Oh, surprised it's not an old, just regular Game Boy.
Just a regular game.
Just a straight Game Boy.
The black and white one.
Yeah, that was kind of like a grayish and...
bulky.
Yeah, it was not. They don't make them like that anymore.
Bigger than a smartphone.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? How that was like the height of technology, was this big bulky thing that could play some crappy graphics.
Yeah,
and now it's
you can take it anywhere. It's kind of bulky. Game Boy Pocket was better.
Yeah, and now you have these... I don't know. It's amazing. Amazing how technology advances. But not for Obi-Wan in that cave. Next. I let him escape so we can track where he goes. We will soon have him. Like you had him on Daiyu after hatching her first overcomplicated plan and had him just a little while ago. Thank you, Sassy Owen. Thank you. That's what he's there for.
Mm-hmm. He's there to remind everybody how...
Truth, bomb, and Owen. That's what he does. Keeps it real. I gotta love Owen. It'd be interesting to do a battle of the heroes and villains and see where Owen would rank these days. He might be the highest rated character in Star Wars.
That would be hilarious.
Well, now that I've kind of tainted it, because some people, those who will see this, will go, oh, I'm gonna give him 5 stars or an A rating, I should say. And
other people be like, why are we rating Owen?
because he was the best character in the series. It's most consistent. Certainly seems more like the Owen we see in episode 4. Mm. All right, next. Sometimes I try to imagine what he was like. Have you ever left bacon frying for too long? Yeah. Yeah, don't imagine what your father's like, because he's not a good dude. He was once. Oh, well, before you were born. All right, next.
My meme. What means we're on the last one?
Oh, you made this? Oh, it's automatically not funny.
Look at it panel by panel, then.
All right. We have a fire and Vader. We have Obi-Wan burning. We have Obi-Wan burnt. And then we have, I owe you a nice long soak in the back to tank when this is done. And he did get one.
He did.
He just didn't get the flashback to. Maybe he puts like some LSD in there and people just have some weird trips and memories and stuff.
Spice.
Yeah, it's spice. Sorry, spice, yes. There is no LSD in Obi-Wan waving his hand. There is no LSD in Star Wars. Only for me in my cave. Well, he's got to do something, right? He's got to kill. Am I advocating drug use right now? I'm sorry. I'm not doing that at all.
He's just snorting lizards.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like a bad LSD trip, right?
Yeah.
Not that I know. I've never done LSD. Yeah. Don't do LSD, kids. That's the PSA.
There are no kids here.
G.I. Joe said so. G.I. Joe. And the more you know, knowing is half the battle. That's it, what it is. The more you know was NPCs. Rambling now. Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, I'm done. All right. That's all we got for you this week. Now take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of the memes. And do you accept this week's challenge? Which I've already forgot what it was. But I'm sure it was really good.
Obi-Wan versus Vader challenge?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Oh, no.
We're going to edit this together and make it sound like I never forgot. It's the
I'm not doing
It's the continuation of the Obi-Wan versus Vader and how they had their epic...
Yep.
You know, I haven't seen you since 20 years ago, but actually
I chased you around Mapusa?
And now after I fight you again on Mustafar or something, where we're going to do this big rematch of the century. But anyway, that is all we got for you this time. Take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of the memes. Do you accept the challenge? And until next time, thanks for watching.